What is it like operating a validator of that size? What are some of the trials and tribulations you faced? Maybe you could just tell us any stories that you may have.
Yes. So the history here is that about a year ago, we'd been actually running a validator for Ronin, which is the Axie Infinity chain. And we thought this was interesting. It was a good way to kind of align incentives with that community. And we thought, how can we double down on this? Maybe do this for other chains. At the same time, there was a company called Stake With Us, a small Singaporean-based startup that was looking at potentially selling the company. We ended up acquiring that company. They had about $60 million worth of assets staked with different validators, about 20 different validators. We realized that with Nansen's distribution and the product we have, we could basically supercharge their growth. And so, fast forward to today, we actually have more than $2 billion worth of assets staked with our validators. So the thesis turned out to be correct, more than 30x growth in a year. And one of the chains that we integrated early on after the acquisition was Hyperliquid. So I think it was maybe 27th of December that we decided to move with Hyperliquid. One of the founders of Stake With Us, Michael, was quite deep into that ecosystem. And so we decided to co-run the validator with Hyperco, which is one of the kind of community teams in Hyperliquid. We run it technically because we have a great team that's really experienced with security, infrastructure, and so on to make that happen. And then Hyperco is kind of our joint venture partner in that ecosystem. They understand the Hyperliquid ecosystem really well. They run events. Obviously for the USDH vote, they were instrumental in how to run the governance process for it.
There was some controversy around that vote.
Yes.